And a warm welcome back to all of our listeners for this week's edition of the London Beat, and we are currently in West London. And sitting next to me is the rather esteemed, wonderful and eccentric vocalist extraordinaire and songwriter himself, Andy Mitchell. Andy, welcome to the show.
Yes, thank you very much. Nice to see you.
Well, indeed. For the benefit of our listeners, Andy, it's not really about seeing, but thank you so much for that comment. Now, I've known Andy for many, many years, and we are completely overwhelmed by a tsunami of background noise here, but so we will speak rather emphatically over the top of it. Andy, I've known you for what, 30 years?
It does seem like that, maybe longer.
It's probably longer. Now, you have done numerous projects, initiatives, albums. First of all, tell us what you have been doing and what you are doing.
Okay, well at the moment I'm working on a film called Transaction Declined, which is part of a promotional, or it's something that goes with an album called D-Funkt.
Right.
And there's a trilogy basically for this thing called the D-Funkt Factory.
Right.
So the first one was D-Royd, Portrait of a Serial Singer.
Right.
And the soundtrack to that was called Factory Sample, and this is the follow-on. So I'm working on basically the second part of the story.
Now, I hope some of this is recorded, because when we pause for a short break for music, we can actually play the listeners some of the material.
It's all recorded, yes.
Now, you're recording this, I presume, knowing you a man of your own astounding talent, you are no doubt recording this yourself at your own home studio.
Yeah, I mean, the drums get recorded in a bigger studio, and then the rest of it gets done in my flat, basically.
Now, you are a Londoner, you are born and bred in London?
That is true.
That is true. How do you feel about what's going on in London at the moment?
In terms of artistic activities, or
we've got to limit ourselves to a certain extent to talk about the culture and the arts in this programme, and try and steer away from the Great British Break.
Yes, I thought we'd move away from the break-off. No, I mean, I think London is still very vibrant and exciting in terms of its artistic outputs, and there you go. Somebody thought that was funny.
Someone has greeted that comment with great mirth and merriment.
Yeah, I mean, I listen to a program called Loose Ends, which is the equivalent of what you do on Radio 4.
It used to be Ned Sheeran.
It did, but now
Back
it's
in the day.
Clive Anderson.
Really?
It is Clive Anderson.
I didn't realise he was alive either.
Yes,
very good. Very good.
He'd be very glad to know that too.
Very good.
And I mean, I don't obviously always see the things that they talk about, but it's always interesting to hear the vast panoply of film projects and theatre exhibitions and all the rest of it that's going on.
Well, having traversed the highs of Samuel Beckett to the mid-range of Lewis Carroll to the populous, I think it's fair to say, Comic-Con, it is fair to say there's quite a degree of stuff going on in London. We're going to pause for a short break. Listen to some music from Andy Mitchell. This is a track from his current project. We'll be right back after a break, and for some more with Warren Walls and the London Beat.
Make me blind to right.